as right now, if you Google his name, all the top results are the allegations from her.
This right here is career-ending allegations. There are so many things you could get away with streaming, man. Maybe you could even abuse your dog and shock your dog and put your dog on the electric chair. But when it comes to kids and SA, bro, your career is done. Emiru just exposed everything. Video by Decoy Voice. Recently, Emiru came out on stream exposing Mizkif for kind of tormenting her life while they were dating. They're part of the same group called OTK, and so they avoid each other now, but she just came out and said that he SA'd her. He would mentally, like, you know, the mental torture was there as well. And yeah, man, the timing of this is kind of wild. But let's check out and see how Decoy breaks it down.
Twitch streamer Emiru just dropped a bombshell video exposing Twitch, but more importantly, everything about her ex-boyfriend.
Today, I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Mizkif has done towards me.
To which he did quickly respond to.
Good, bro.
I have hundreds of messages and DMs from people, things that people probably would never want to get released that are very interesting for everyone, and I will be releasing it as time goes on, because why not? But
that sounds like blackmail, I'm gonna lie. Like, oh, I have very interesting things to release, blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, just release it. Like, stop, you know, threatening to release it. Like, come on now.
before that, I would like to address everything that was said today.
As right now, if you Google his name, all the top results are the allegations from her.
This right here is career-ending allegations. There are so many things you could get away with streaming, man. Maybe you could even abuse your dog and shock your dog and put your dog on the electric chair. But when it comes to kids and SA, bro, your career is done, bro. Like, this is crazy work, man. And I don't blame him. He has to respond so quick after this. People are going to think that you're running away just because you don't respond. So you have to respond. And so let's just see how he handled it. But this is not looking good at all. Because if Emiru comes out with this, realistically, if Emiru comes out with it, I feel like she has some type of evidence to back it up. Like, you're not about to be one of the biggest streamers in the world and not have some type of hard evidence to prove your case.
All the top results are the allegations from her. Now there's a lot to unpack here, from her claims, the mountains of evidence, and his responses. But drama aside, I think the real headline is how Twitch in a way assisted in the escape of Emiru's assaulter, as she opened up on the aftermath of the attack.
Someone came into their work who matched the description of the guy, and this person was saying like, oh, I'm, traveling to Texas. And I caused quite a stir at a TwitchCon, and this person reached out to my manager, reached out to police, San Diego police, interviewed them. But basically what I'm trying to say is because all this stuff was delayed, this guy was able to get really far away from San Diego, allegedly. For all we know, he lives around where Emmy and her roommates live. I can't help her if I don't know who this person is, and they were refusing to do it. The investigation's still going on, but it's been a huge mess because of all of the delays and refusal to work with the police.
Remember, this is after the CEO essentially blamed Emiru for the attack, even though the CEO finally released this long...
Which is crazy, because if you've seen my other video, he explained that on Twitch, there are things in place to allow you to ban certain viewers and certain people in your community. Basically saying that it's Emiru's fault that this guy was allowed to be in this community. How are you supposed to know when you have these weirdos inside your chat, man? I know they exist, but how are you supposed to know which ones are which? And he said that, right? He basically blamed Emiru, and I'm pretty sure he is expecting a lawsuit from her. So he is putting out this empty PR message just to cover their butts. But if you're admitting you did wrong, isn't that even more grounds to sue the company?
Block a text admitting that they failed the creators, finally apologizing to Emiru, but apparently it was never directly to her.
I was literally in a Discord call with my friends, and they were like, did you see that Twitch apologized to you? And I was like, wait, what? Basically what I'm trying to say is they put out that tweet. I was never apologized to privately. They put that out without like consulting me or anything.
As honestly, it seems like they're just tiptoeing around their statements, assuming there's going to be a lawsuit from Emiru, where an apology just makes it easier for her attorneys to establish faults, especially when the CEO says, "We failed by allowing it to happen," or response after, and our CEO apologizes online in a very public forum. That sounds like an open and shut case, but the worst part about it is it took this much to even get an acknowledgement of the attack, as it really seems Twitch simply doesn't care about sexual assault, as after Emiru's assault, these two...
Yeah, I was thinking about making a video on this situation as well, on like Zoe Spencer and Nina Lynn. I thought Nina Lynn was pretty cool, but this situation makes them look so terribly, and honestly, you can't defend this at all, man. But basically what happened is that this is Silky's assistant was they were trying to grab and dance on Silky's assistant to the point where Nina Lynn grabbed and held him down while Zoe Spencer started just throwing butt back on him. And all we really have to do is to literally reverse the roles, and let's say it's two big streamers that are males and they just start like grinding up on the girl. Like, come on, bro. We all know them dudes would have got canceled yesterday, bro. Because if we want to respect it when it happens to women, we have to respect it when it happens to anybody. And they apparently got banned for only 1 day. I think Zoe Spencer's already unbanned, which is insane. Twitch will allow anything to rock, man. I remember I saw a girl get her cheeks clapped, like she was like streaming, and then there was like a reflection on the back of like a window or something of her getting her cheeks clapped, and she got banned for like a week, man. So if she could come back, anybody could come back, man. That's crazy.
Girls teamed up on this dude, with one holding him down while the other one twerked on him. Now, after massive backlash, the girls were banned on Twitch, only for one of the bans to last 1 day. But now, more people have found other instances of the same girls doing the same thing to the same dude. Now, a lot of idiots out there think this is just funny, but as I think Asmongold said it, if this was two prominent male streamers holding down a female streamer's assistant so the other one could grind their private parts on their body for live stream content, they wouldn't just be banned on Twitch forever, they would be in jail. But the Twitch CEO doesn't seem too focused on policing this on his platform.
This guy here allows anything to slide because he kind of agrees with it, and I feel like he knows that the Twitch viewer base is a bunch of degenerates who just like to see the freaky stuff. If he stops these people from doing these type of things, it will then deter all the freaky and gooned out people from being on the platform, and he doesn't want to lose that viewership at all.
We got to keep attracting younger viewers that, grow up on TikTok, when they're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, even though they shouldn't be.
That is a weird thing to say. So he basically is saying he wants everybody with the most brain rot to be on Twitch. And he wants the youngest people, even though the Twitch honestly has shown to be more of like a mature thing, because all people really do, most of the top streamers, is like girl content and around like freaky things happening. So like you wanting to attract children, bruh, is weird.
This incident should probably end Dan's career, as even if Twitch shuffles him around to another position within Amazon, I think he's just another lawsuit waiting to happen. But Emiru didn't just end Dan Clancy's career, as she's exposing everybody, especially her ex.
He would throw bottles, like plastic bottles with liquid in it, not like glass bottles, at me, despite me telling him like I didn't like it and it scared me and I bruise very easily. He would throw his phone at me. I would tell him, it scared me, I don't like it. And one time it even hit me in the eye, which caused me to get a black eye, but he always, was like, oh, it's an accident.
I know a lot of people who see this like toxic relationship, they're always gonna be like, oh, why did you stay in the relationship for so long? Which I guess is a fair question, when you look at it from, like after the fact that it happens. But what people don't know is that these type of things happen literally just because people, there's a lot of things that go into it, but a lot of it is that I feel like people just want to feel something, even if it's negativity. People want to feel like that negativity. They rather feel negativity than to feel nothing. And so the highs and lows, they get addicted to this like cycle of like, oh, like he's treating me like trash and now he's super nice to me, and people like that subconsciously. It's a weird thing. Like it's a really toxic thing to be in, but it's just to, I guess, let people know like why people stay in these type of things. Like, because it's honestly, I can't imagine myself ever, like, if I feel like, I'm not like, if I feel like even half of the time that I'm with somebody it's a negative experience, bro, come on, bro. They're not doing like, they're not doing any good to your life. And like, he probably is a top tier manipulator. Like Mizkif always gave me a weird vibe, just because he looked like a super narcissist. Like he looks like he is completely consumed by content creation and he would just do anything, and he's like a content creator first before he is a person and before other people are people. And so I can see how he could be a manipulative person, try to make it right every time. Like he'll probably, love bomb her when bad things happen, and then, it'll just go back to the same cycle.
As internet sleuths are already digging up footage from 2022, where Emiru quickly alt-tabbed through Windows, briefly showing a close-up shot she took of her eye. And in his response, it sounds like he just admits it.
She brushed over that I threw
Wow.
water bottles or my phone near her, but that wasn't during fights. I want to make that very clear. It would be me throwing my phone on my bed when I brushed my teeth. She did tell me she got a bruise from it, and I stopped. That's all that happened. I will throw you and show you an example, chat.
Like, what does that do to prove anything at all that you threw your phone? Like, what were people supposed to get out of it? Like, oh wow, man, what a soft toss of your phone. Like, I know that wouldn't hurt. Like, what was that supposed to do for anybody? At the end of the day, these allegations going back and forth are literally just hearsay. But he did admit that it happened, just like under different circumstances.
Now we're just hearing hearsay from both sides, and I'm obviously going to be biased towards Emiru as she's a close friend to Asmongold, to whom I'm a huge fan of. But even taking a step back to see this objectively, even if she bruises easily, if you hit her in the eye so hard she thought to take a selfie to possibly use as evidence against you, I'm guessing reality is closer to her story than yours, as evidence is something Emiru brought plenty of.
Damn, man, she got the receipts though. Sheesh. I'm not thinking that she's gonna come out with all of these allegations and not have anything to show for it, so this is why I'm more inclined to believe what she's saying.
As she showed several instances of him getting angry at her video gameplay, but then showing chat logs of after they had broken up to illustrate how desperate he was to reconnect with her, only to find some of these were likely written by AI. But she wasn't the only one hoarding evidence from the relationship, as apparently he saved video of how she allegedly starved her rabbits and their dirty living conditions.
Alright, first of all, it's kind of weird if she, I guess, abused rabbits or neglected rabbits. That's weird. Nobody should do that. But he looks like he's just trying to throw any dirt that he can on her. Does that mean that it's justified of all the things that you did just because she abused animals? So I really don't understand what the point of exposing that was, but like, I guess, yeah, abusing rabbits is weird, but it doesn't make anything you did any less bad.
Owner is a hot button issue, especially after a certain streamer's possible shock collar, but coming back to complain about a rabbit cage after she went into how he allegedly assaulted her in her home, to which his response was acknowledging the incident and sharing his side of the story, saying he misread the situation. Now, I don't want to play those particular clips as it's sick. It would probably get me stricken for playing that out.
In this clip where he addresses it, what he says is that they were on stream in a party and that they kissed, right? And that, she said she was okay with the kissing, and that eventually he said he tried to take it to the next level. And then I'm guessing, maybe, he tried to take some clothes off. She like gasped, or like she made like a sound to show that she was kind of like uncomfortable, and that he also, got up because he was also uncomfortable that she was uncomfortable. So that's what he said about it.
Although I'm no attorney, it seems that she explained a crime, and his very public and voluntary recollection of it sounds like, at least to me, an admission. But this goes far beyond online gossip. This is for the courts to interpret, and with Emiru seeking a restraining order, that's exactly where this is likely heading, as Emiru's also expecting to be sued.
I would not be surprised if he tries to sue me for the stream that I did today and for coming out about him. Not because he thinks that he would win, but for PR reasons, like a slap lawsuit.
That makes a lot of sense. Mizkif, if he doesn't go on with the lawsuit, it's going to show that he's kind of, you know, guilty in a sense. So I could see how his team pushes him to push a lawsuit because then, you know, they can prove that he's innocent or whatnot. And yeah, this is overall such a messy situation, dude. Such a messy situation, bro.
I know next to nothing about this guy. I even just recently found out about XQC due to his Hassan Dogtober 7th K911 coverage, and apparently he's a top 10 Twitch streamer. So pretty much the only thing I know about Mizkif is these allegations, but even if he successfully sues Emiru, he's never going to fix his public image, as Twitter is flooded with old clips of him smacking a streamer, crashing out at Emiru's moderators to ban anybody criticizing him, with Reddit saying he's made her cry on stream, and even found a clip
controlling her chats and telling them to ban anybody who's talking anything about them. Like, bro, why do you care? And then slapping, bro, nah. This dude does not have a good track record, that's all I'm saying.
Allegedly yelling at his ex. And I can't confirm the context or validity of any of these titles, but what I can say confidently is Mizkif is indeed a piece of shit, as apparently his previous controversy was over his comments on Charlie Kirk's assassination.
He's a right-wing political guy. They find that stuff funny all the time.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Oh my god. What a shot. Holy crap.
Miz, this is...
And that wasn't the only instance.
I think that Charlie Kirk's death was definitely a death, for sure. But yeah, I'm glad he's dead. I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, I'm kidding. Am I? I don't. Well.
And I understand the...
Like, what is like, I don't know how people find that funny. I guess he's being edgy or whatnot. Charlie Kirk was not a perfect guy, but we should never joke or make light of somebody getting blasted, man. Like, that's just to show, if people do that type of thing, that's just to show how disconnected they are from humanity and their humanity, where even like somebody who disagree with them, they'll say that they're glad that they're dead. Like, that's crazy to say. So he honestly does look like a piece of man. Like, he does not look like a good person at all from all of this.
These guys are desperately trying to be edgy, just to generate some controversy in a several-hour-long live stream to be clipped and spread on the internet. But all jokes are derived from some level of truth, and you don't see that assassination video and say, "What a shot," or "You're glad he's dead," unless that's somewhat how you really feel. So this idiot ended his stream saying he's not going anywhere, as he's taken others down with him.
I am not going away. I have no plans to go away. And I believe a lot of the situations today were absolutely exaggerated. I have things I will be leaking over the next few days of other people, of other things. I have a lot of messages that I have that I'm going to expose as time goes on, because I do believe that this is a time to go buck wild.
I don't know about you.
What a robotic and weird response to say. It doesn't even sound like he's gonna make things come out about Emiru. It just sounds like he's gonna spread the blackmail around that he has of the people around him. It kind of sounds like a threat, honestly, that he's gonna come out and expose certain things. You could tell that his ego is completely involved in this, saying like, just because this came out, man, I am not going anywhere. I'm gonna continue doing what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. This life, bro, we just want you to take accountability for what happened. We just want you to address these things. Mizkif does not look like a smart guy at all. Like, he doesn't know how to read the room, and he's very full of himself from what I can see, man. So obviously he would just double down and say that he's not going anywhere.
But this doesn't shout innocence to me. This sounds like, if I'm going down for this, everybody else should too. Which is honestly probably even what his enemies want. Everybody from his inner circle being exposed for being scummy. It's just sad that this took Emiru being attacked on stage and Twitch to try to cover it up for her to finally not give a fuck and just go after absolutely everybody that's ever done her wrong. So now that she's finally going off, we're all very proud of her, as she's essentially pulling a pin on the grenade and walking away.
I think that's it. I'm probably gonna take some time off. I'm not sure. Like, I genuinely have no idea what the response to this all is gonna be like. I really just wanna, like I said, do my best to move on from this.
And honestly, after all of this, she deserves it. A nice long...
And she probably felt like she was kind of like covering up this thing with Mizkif for too long already, so she just felt like it was time. Mizkif says he's not going anywhere, But I would not be surprised if his career was over and this man gets wiped off the face of the planet, really. You know, I mean, the internet. Yeah, that's the video. If you enjoyed, please hit the like and subscribe button. It helps the channel grow immensely. Have a wonderful day. Until next time.